Welcome to the world of mathematics. Dive into the wonders of maths with Mind Over Maths channel. Let's get started.
Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is ANOVA, Analysis of Variance. So today we are going to discuss one-way classification formulas. So this is the formulae. So we have to start first with null hypothesis H0, mu1, mu2, etc. How many number of terms are given in the question, we have to look at that. Next one is we have to calculate total sum of squares, which is SST, which is summation over j, summation over I, yij square minus g square by n. So this g square by n only we will call it as correction factor. Next is between sample sum of squares, which is denoted by R1. Any notation you can take, but we are denoted by R1. Because it's around row wise, so we are looking at R1, which is SSB. SSB means between sum of squares, which is summation I equal to 1 to k Ti square by Ri minus correction factor. So this is what we call it as correction factor. So this G only we call it as grand total. Grand total. N is the total number of observations. How many number of terms are given in the question, that much you have to count and write down capital. Next one is within sample sum of the squares or error denoted by R2. So that is what we call it as within sum of the squares, which is SST minus R1. So our SST means you know the total sum of squares minus R1. So based on this, next we are going to calculate ANOVA table. So what is the ANOVA table? So ANOVA table is, this is what the ANOVA table. Now we are going to do one by one, which is first one is sources of variation. So between samples, we will have k minus 1. K means how many number of terms given in the question is the k value. Minus 1. SSB is the sum of the squares. SSB equal to R1. Mean sum of the square denoted by MSB, which is R1 by k minus 1. And similarly, within sum of the squares, within sum of the samples or error is denoted by n minus k. So n is the total number of observation minus k number of constraints given in the question. And SSW is R2. Similarly, we can find the total. What is the total of this problem? So total is denoted by capital N minus 1. If you add this two terms, you can see that N minus k plus k minus 1. So this term is cancelled, so you get it as N minus 1. So this is the total given here. And this one is the SST. And here we can find the formula according to the greater. So that means what? F is always, you know that, greater variance divided by smaller variance. So which is very important. So according to the problem, you have to look at which is the bigger value, you have to find the ratio. Next one is we have to calculate the table value. So table value is nothing but you know that alpha, we have to select the critical value, alpha to be 5%. And we have to know two value, mu1 minus 1, mu2 minus 1. Okay. So this we are going to calculate according to the value. According to the value which is given here. So we will find out f of the term. Okay, n minus 1. So you will see that you look at here. So we are going to look at this two term only because this is the value we are calculating. So we will find out k minus 1 comma n minus k of how many degrees of freedom you are calculating. So you have to look at the normal table, that means the F table, normal F table, and you have to calculate. Next we have to compare. You have to compare calculated F value and normal table value. So we know that if it is less than means, if it is calculated value F is less than the normal table of value is, we will say that alpha. we will say that H naught is accepted at 5% level of significance. So from this we can give the conclusion from the problem whether it is accepted or rejected. Similarly, if you say if it is greater means, if you say this F is greater than F k minus 1 n minus k means you will say this is H naught is rejected at 5% level of significance. So this is the formula for finding one-way classification. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Mind Over Maths channel. Like, comment, and subscribe.